Alright, so I just got a package from Trash Games. I'm assuming this is my maker kit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and unbox it right now. Won't be needing this anymore. And here's the box. Here's what the inside looks like. I'm not going to do this right now, but yeah, I guess you can see here we got the disc, the bat, the sticky bomb, the sleep cat, and the patches. And I'll probably be doing these later in this video. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so it's now like 18 hours later. I pulled out this big orange board here that I have no idea why we have this. It's just next to my bed for some reason, so I thought this would make a good workspace. I will be pulling up the tutorials on my computer, and the maker kit's right here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and open the maker kit. Inside, you're going to see these 5 boxes, and then this little start thing here, which, I already opened this part up. It contains, the needles, self-threading needles. I got the tutorial pulled up here, and I'm going to get started. Alright, so first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my kit. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Oh, so back here, it says, inside this box, there's 2 sets of this Frisbee cutout, 2 sets of this metal ring, I guess, for the magnets, and then 1 of this yellow thread. It also says you'll need a needle from the start card and scissors. I'll go ahead and get scissors real quick. And also, I would like to mention for any of these maker projects, try to keep your station organized. It just makes it so much easier. So yeah, these are my resources. The Frisbee is honestly, I expected it to be brighter. And actually, I'm probably just going to put back the second copy since I'm only going to be making 1 copy this video. So put away what you don't need. Here's my needle. I'm only going to use 1 for now. And these needles are very thin, so make sure you can see where they are. You gotta remember where they are. Right now, the first step is getting the string out, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and tuck this in since we're going to be using this as a unit of measurement. So they're saying this here is 6 inches. And what we're going to do is we're going to untwine the string here, and we're going to measure it out. It's like I'm lining up the first time, lining up the second time, grabbing it from my hand, lining it up the 3rd time, lining up the 4th time, lining up the 5th time, lining up the 6th time. And that should be how much string we need. Snip it right there. So this should be 3 feet of string roughly, right here. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and tuck my string away since I don't need it right now. Alright, step 2 now is tie the ends together. This seems like a hard one. So line the ends up, and I'm going to leave a little bit out between my thumb and my index. But yeah, I'm just going to pinch this end with my thumb and index, and I'm going to leave out some here. I'm going to hold my index and middle finger together. I'm going to sort of like wrap the longer end of the string around my middle finger, and I'm going to go back and grab this end over here. And then I'm going to, actually I'll probably leave a little bit more over there. I'm going to slide the back end string right here, this back end string. I'm going to slide it underneath this front string here. And then I'm going to slide it in between my index and middle finger. Like this. So if you can see, it's pinched between my index and middle fingers. And then I'm going to pull this loop around my fingers over it. And that should be our knot. And I'm just going to slide it down now to the end of our string. So yeah, that's our knot, if you can see that right there. And then sort of like step 2.5, I guess, we can go ahead and cut the end of what's after this knot off. So yeah, we won't really need this string anymore. Alright, so now step 3, I guess, yeah. So getting the string onto the needle. So yeah, they put the needle inside here and then they pinched it to make this tiny loop. After making that tiny loop, they went ahead and, let's see if the camera can focus. You just gotta push it in, I guess. Alright, so I've been trying for a bit. This needle doesn't seem to be working, so what you're supposed to do here, I guess, you're supposed to get another needle. Oh, alright, I got it on. I had to use this board here and press it down to get the string in, but I got it in. Oh, jeez, I broke my string. Hold on a second. I finally got the string on, and I finally got the string on the needle, and I didn't break the string this time. Anyways, we can finally continue with the tutorial. Alright, so step number 4 is our frisbee here, I guess. And you're going to, it's I guess shown in the video, you're going to take the side that says start with this little thing. That's going to be on the outside. And this side, the blank side, is going to be the inside. So I guess step 4 is simply putting this ring on the larger side and then closing the frisbee. So for step 5, you're going to need your you're going to need your frisbee with the disc inside and your needle with the string. And you're going to line it up with the start here. And you're just going to push a hole. Oh, wow, this goes through really easily. Is this like the felt material? I think it's felt. Yeah, you just gotta push it through. It'll go straight through like this. And just go ahead and pull all the way through, I guess. So yeah, I have gotten my first stitch through now. And then for your second stitch, you need to go underneath your first stitch and go through in a very similar position, at least near it. Alright, I got it through. Sorry, I couldn't get that on camera. Alright. And that is my first stitch. And then, yeah, just rotate right and then line it up with the next tick, sort of, like on this clock. It's sort of like a clock. And just go ahead and push through. And that is our next stitch. Haha, I think I can do this. Alright, so I have now reached this section here. I had to look up what to do on the tutorial. We're just going to ignore the fact that it's already connected here, and we're just going to continue sewing through it. Like this. Just keep on sewing. And by the way, something I've noticed, like with my frisbee, and I had to go back and fix it. Why won't the camera zoom? There. Make sure you pull this all the way until the frisbee tightens. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back and fix it. Make sure all these are tight. Otherwise, like, you're going to see a little bit of the ring inside. Alright, now I have gotten to the final stitch. And now it's time for step 6, which is making the end knot. So I'm just going to stitch it in one last time. But you're not going to pull all the way through. You want to leave a little loop here. And then they said go through twice. I don't know if I have enough string for that. So I might only go through once. I'll do my best to go through twice. That's once. Alright, I managed to get it through twice. And then they said to pull. So I pulled it as tight as I can. And then they said to hide the loose end. Push through this. You have to push through the fabric or the felt and out again. Like this. So you see how the needle goes underneath the fabric and then comes out again. So you just push the needle in, angled slightly downwards, then push the needle out, angled slightly upwards, and then pull all the way through. Now you are good to cut the string off. And you can go ahead and put the needle away now. I'm just going to leave it over here. And you have an almost finished frisbee. And now for step 7, you want to slowly peel this sticker off. and press down the loose fibers, at least according to the video. Alright, yeah, you can see that, like, if you feel this sticker does not feel sticky. You can see the fur sort of like thing. When we said to push down on the loose fibers, this way it won't come off. Yeah, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And if I can't convince you, let this goofy dog convince you to like and subscribe. And see ya, Yeepers.